Welcome to the Meraki Quarterly. This is the place to keep your knowledge about everything at Cisco Meraki up to date. We look back over the last 3 months, all the latest developments and updates for you, and pull those together into this very useful and easy to access video. Now, what you're going to find here is a recording from our October 25th, 2022 Meraki Quarterly. You will also find additional on-demand content that you'll be able to easily access. Just have a look in the description below and you'll see chapters, so you can jump directly to whatever it is that you're interested in learning more about. However, I would encourage you to take a look across all of that content if you can find the time. There's so much in there for you to learn. So as you're growing your own knowledge of Cisco Meraki, this is definitely the place to be. So let's get into the first of our updates today, and that's starting off with our access networking portfolio. So I'm going to hand things over to Nicole.
Why, thank you very much. Good morning, folks. Just sitting here thinking, I can't believe it's still morning. I feel like I've been up for 3 days straight. We were just talking in the chat before this that a couple of us are in North Texas and Oklahoma, and it has been windy for 3 days. So as you can tell from my face this close to the camera, I am exhausted, but really happy to be here with customers and with the team. My name's Nicole. I haven't gotten to that part yet. I'm the product marketing leader for our access networking products. And if we can roll right into the meat of this thing. So first, we're going to take a look at these beauties for our access networking, our 2 new APs, the MR28 and MR78. This officially rounds out our Wi-Fi 6 family of APs, which is awesome. If y'all have been following along, I think we now have 9 or so, and hopefully the PMs that are in the back here are not giving me dirty looks because I got that number wrong. But yeah, I believe we have around 9 Wi-Fi 6 APs. As well, we have our new Wi-Fi 6 APs that you all have heard about in the past programs here, but I digress. I'm not going to play favorites. Here to talk about these small but mighty APs. If you have some of the Wi-Fi 5 APs like the MR20 or the MR70, this is a really great opportunity to look at an upgrade. We made it super easy. It's the same form factor and mounting brackets, and it's a pretty fantastic price point. The APs on your screen here boast, like I said, ultra-fast Wi-Fi 6. They are dual-band, 2x2, 2.4 and 5 gigahertz APs, and can run via PoE or DC power. And if you want more technical information, there's a lot of it. You can visit documentation.meraki.com and check out the data sheets. Tons of information there. And one more thing. So saving the best for last, that was on purpose. BLE support. This enables all kinds of use cases. And one I'm particularly pumped about is ESL, that's electronic shelf labels. And I have more stories and use cases coming out about ESL soon. They're going to be on our website, but we'd love to talk to you all about how you're integrating with some ESL technologies or how we can help you do that. There's, again, another PM on the back end of this right now that is probably clapping that I'm mentioning this so often and so much right now. So ESL is fantastic technology. We'd love to talk to you more about. But in terms of love stories about technology, if we can move to the next slide, because as much as I love ESL, I also love WPN. And this went into beta a while ago, and it went into public beta recently. Really excited about the Meraki Wireless Personal Networks. I usually mess that up, so I'm pretty excited. I just got through that mouthful there. We have some recent examples here from education. So this is kind of segmenting out the networks and making it more secure and more available, and it makes it really easy for the end user, for students, let's say for education, to onboard devices and kind of have their own little, well, personal network inside of a larger network. We do have, like I said, 2 recent examples here. A large university in Europe. They had a bunch of dorm room deployments, and the typical size in each residence building ranges between 90 and 480 residents. And as you can tell, I do not have this memorized, so I'm doing the thing that I hate to do and reading through the slide for you, but you can follow along here. And then we used a Meraki partner integration for password student lifecycle management for that, and that's the one in Europe. And then in the university in the US, we have 4,000 plus AP dorm room deployments in common spaces and using another Meraki integration partner. So somewhat similar deployments. If you are EDU and you are using this technology, I would love for you to reach out to me because I want to hear your story. I'm really excited about this. And just a note, WPN isn't just for dormitories and student housing. You can think of any kind of shared space where you want someone to have a personal network, that it's not taking a long time to onboard and they're worried about security of all the other devices online. So really, really easy in things like senior living facilities, truly like basically any hospitality. So hospitality and education are two of the bigger ones that we get into here. And if I continue on to the next one and still continue on with the WPN love story, our wonderful host Simon here has our Meraki Unboxed podcast series that I believe before I started at Meraki, I was a super fangirl of the Meraki Unboxed podcast. It's really good information. All of it is fantastic. But again, one of the personal favorites of mine is episode 85 that talks all about WPN if you want to learn more from our PM team that had a chat with Simon. You can go and search for Meraki Unboxed in your podcast app or find it on YouTube. Again, fantastic episodes, great content, and by the one and only Simon Thompson that's emceeing the whole thing. I really, really like these podcasts and can't talk enough about them. If you want to learn more about our products, I listen to them while I walk the dog in the morning, so really easy to do. And I believe that's it for me. I'm going to pass it over to Lola.
Thank you, Nicole. Coming in, hello everyone from Austin, Texas. So it's not as windy, but definitely last night was very rainy. So hello everyone again. So I am the PMM for MV Cameras, and I have the honor of sharing all things IoT. So let's get into it. All right, so first quarter has been very eventful, ushering in a new generation of MV smart cameras, further enhancing the innovations that have defined the MV line with higher performance, better analytics, and more flexible mounting. This third generation of cameras boasts higher performance, meaning having cameras with even more powerful sensors, providing higher video resolution and quicker processing. And to build on the analytics that have been instrumental in shaping MV's revolutionary architecture, this generation has even faster and more accurate object detection for varied scenarios, and for room with additional capabilities in the future. So more to come on this front. And say goodbye to 3D printing or added timing sourcing third-party mounting options. With a third generation portfolio, all cameras now have universal mounting plates. This exciting update to the cameras means greater flexibility for deployment. So when needs change within your organization, you can easily pivot with only the accessory needed for easy reinstall. And with that, I'm introducing the first launch of the third generation MV cameras. Next slide, please. Thank you. So prior to this launch, we had two outdoor cameras, one with a varifocal lens and up to 3x optical zoom, and the other a long-range bullet camera with up to 4K resolution. The introduction of these new cameras further expands the MV Smart Camera outdoor portfolio, addressing a wider range of use cases. The MV63 and 93 series extends visibility and safety to outdoor and more demanding environments. These cameras are outdoor rated with integrated IR illumination for easy day to night transition. Both cameras have two variants to accommodate video storage requirements, 256 gig and 1 terabyte of solid state storage. Now let's take a closer look at the MV63. This series combines physical security that you know and love and advanced analytics in a powerful yet compact fixed lens mini dome form factor. The ultra high performance MV63 series supports up to 4K resolution for high definition video, delivering the level of detail needed for exactly what matters. It's ideal for deployment in a more focused area, say entrances and exits, or areas that aren't often trafficked but still need monitoring. And now the MV93. So now this might look a little bit familiar. Yeah, we have the indoor fisheye, the MV32, and now excited to introduce its outdoor counterpart. The MV93 series is a fisheye camera with 360-degree field of view, capturing the full picture outside, providing broad context and clear detail when needed. The panoramic overview increases situational awareness, making surveillance more efficient in outdoor settings. This camera is an ideal solution for open areas like parking garages, equipped with the protection for harsher climates. And we've heard some customers actually use the MV32 and create a custom enclosure. So now you don't need to do that because there's the MV93. And there's even more information on the new releases. If you haven't already, additional info and more detailed specs are available on Meraki.com. And you can always reach out to your sales specialist for any questions as these cameras are available for orderability. Next slide, please, Simon. Now, allow me to quickly reintroduce the Vision portal. If you aren't familiar, it is your dedicated camera viewing portal, streamlined for core physical security users. When you're monitoring video, conducting an investigation, or sharing or exporting video, the Vision portal is the ideal destination, easily accessible from the dashboard. Since we last met, there have been several updates that make the portal even more streamlined and easy to navigate. So, does your organization have multiple sites, which results in several networks in one organization? And then, as a user of the Vision portal, this means toggling between several video walls to monitor or even do motion searches. Well, we've listened to your feedback and introduced the multi-network video wall. Now you can have a dedicated video wall with up to 16 cameras across several networks. This eliminates duplication of efforts and monitoring even easier and more straightforward. Ever feel like your workflow is a bit all over the place? You enjoy the full screen option in the Vision portal, but still need access to other tabs while in the portal? Well, you guessed it. Now you can have both. With theater mode engaged, monitor footage in full screen Vision portal with access to additional tabs in your browser. Perfect for multitasking. Now let's take a step back to the announcement of the MV93 and the quick mention of the MV32, both fisheye cameras. With some deployments on the wall as well as on the ceiling, why shouldn't your mounting preference be reflected on the Vision portal? It should, and now you have that capability. From the dashboard, you can configure your camera mounting, wall or ceiling, which will then be reflected when zooming the camera, mirroring the true orientation of the camera. The Vision portal continues to make physical security easier to manage. Next slide, please. And now wrapping up, moving over to empty sensors. We are thrilled to introduce the integration of empty sensors with Cisco Spaces. By leveraging the data gathered from empty sensors, Cisco Spaces provides greater visibility into building and floor conditions. By implementing MT10 and MT14 sensors, anyone in the building can now visualize air quality, temperature, and humidity data. Having real-time environment monitoring information gives leaders the flexibility to make quick and more informed decisions. And for anyone occupying the space, there is easy and instant access to building and floor conditions. And there you have it. We continue to appreciate your feedback, and so do continue to communicate with us via the feedback feature in the dashboard and Vision portal. And for a live demo of the Vision portal updates discussed earlier, check out the on-demand vidcast, where I will walk through and show you how to access and improve your experience on the portal. And if not already, do join Meraki Community for timely updates so you do not miss a beat. And with that, I'll now pass it on to Jason with updates on the dashboard.
Thank you, Lola. It's Jason Crawford, Solutions Marketing Manager for the platform, dashboard, and licensing. I've got two quick updates for you today on the dashboard. The first is global overview. So if you are in an organization that has multiple orgs and would like to see them all on one page, global overview is for you. So as you can see here, there's a few different things you can do. What we're showing here on the screen is licensing. So you can see green, yellow, or red. Green means that your licenses are fine. Red means something needs to be dealt with immediately, and yellow is something's about to expire, so it's probably time to take care of that. If you look over a little bit to your right, you can actually see how many licenses you have for each type of device and what the status of that is right there. So it's a nice way just to see on one page, go through all of your different organizations, see the status of each license, and be able to deal with that pretty quickly. You can also see your networks on here. So you can see organization up top, right next to it is network. You can click on that. It'll show all of the networks that you have. And you can go through and do a sort. So you could sort by network type. Or if you're one of those organizations that has been pretty clever in how you've named your different networks, you can actually use that search tool. It says search organizations there in the top left. If you click on network, that would say search networks. So you could then get a grouping of the different networks that you want grouped together, kind of see how they're doing together. Maybe you see a network that's doing great, maybe another network, something's maybe not quite right, needs a little troubleshooting, and red again is a network that needs immediate help. You can easily add organizations. You can see the add organization button there on the upper right-hand side. Also, if you need this data for another purpose, let's say you do a search, you bring up the group of organizations you need, you've got all your data there you need, you can click the Export CSV button and export that data out for another use. If you are currently using MSP Portal, this is the upgrade. We listened to all of your great feedback. Thank you very much for that. And this is the new version. So a lot more that you can do with it. Also, it's much, much faster. I think you're going to be very happy with this. If you're currently using MSP Portal, you're going to see, if you go in there on the dashboard, in the upper, I believe it's the left-hand corner, you're going to see new version button. Click on that, and you've got global overview. If you currently are not using MSP Portal, you can go into the dashboard, click on organization, and click early access, and you'll see it as one of the options in the early access area. Again, we listened to all of your feedback on this. So one of the things, this is in public beta, and there is a way to leave feedback within the feature. So we highly recommend you do that so we can keep fine-tuning this to meet your needs. This is really big with our SB clients, MSP clients, and of course, larger organizations. Next slide, please. And also on single sign-on, we're happy to announce in public beta, we've got SP-initiated SAML, which is service provider initiated security assertion markup language. I was never going to memorize that, so had to read that one off. That is completely cross-compatible with our identity provider initiated SAML. So essentially, your organization can now use single sign-on for the dashboard. The nice thing is with SP initiated is you can go directly to the dashboard. Once you have signed up, you'll get a how to set up SSO with my organization, you can see there. That will help you walk through that setup process. It'll take you to whatever your company's authentication program is and then bring you back to the dashboard. The other thing that's really nice is you can now do single sign-on for the mobile app as well. So that's a new one that we didn't have before. So again, that is in early access. Again, go to the dashboard, organization, early access, and click on SP SAML. We do have some PMs in the background to answer any of your questions on these. So please put your questions in there. We'll get those answered for you today. And with that, I'm going to hand it off to George.
Thanks, Jason. Hey there, everyone. I'm George Mokdesi, Product Marketing Manager here at Meraki, responsible for our Systems Manager mobile device management solution. I'm coming to you from the seemingly endless gray skies of Chicago in the fall, but I am here to share some exciting announcements for you all on how our Systems Manager product is growing and developing to accommodate new operating system updates and to improve customer and end user experience. Next slide, please. Thank you. At Cisco Meraki, we strive to stay on top of the latest industry updates, and earlier this year, we were prepared for both major OS changes from Google and Apple. All SM-enrolled devices are supported fully with Google's Android 13 updates. Play Store and Play Store Services versions are supported as well, and can all be reported into the Systems Manager device details. Additionally, we have added a brand new Google Play EMM app deployment solution coined Google iFrame View, which allows users enhanced app solutions built from the ground up to support the future of app deployments with new Google Play integrations. A new interface into the SM Apps page has been rolled out, and the Approve App permission on the SM page is no longer needed, streamlining the deployment process and giving admin one less step to deploy apps. For the brand new iOS 16 changes, like Android 13, all SM enrolled devices are fully supported. We've added a new cellular access point name or APN activation profile, and eSIM view features have been added, which will help ease eSIM management for IT administrators. We've also added new single sign-on settings, and additional security restrictions have been made available that will help improve customization and increase the robustness of mobile device security. And on to the next slide, please. Finally, we are very pleased to announce the addition of a brand new Sentry AnyConnect VPN feature that allows for improved cert-based authentication, greatly decreasing the lift on end users by automatically establishing an always-on VPN tunnel for SM enrolled devices. This is a unique feature based upon Meraki and Cisco product and security integrations between our SM and MX product lines, and is only available and offered from Cisco Meraki. The feature will be generally available very soon and is now open for beta. If interested, please utilize the QR code here on this slide to submit your network for the beta test. Also, feel free to check out our Meraki community next week for more information on beta signups. We're very excited about the possibilities this feature offers for our customers, our partners, and their end users, and we think it is the next step in the automated security journey for the hybrid working world. We'd greatly appreciate any and all of your feedback. Thanks to all of you for listening. I'm now going to pass it on to Anna from our solutions marketing team.
Thanks so much, George, for your update. And last but not least, right? Happy fall, y'all. I'm in Green Bay, Wisconsin, where we're currently just past our peak fall foliage time. I actually had some pictures. I was going to bring them, but it didn't make it into slide deck in time. But we're gearing up now for the next 9 months of winter. So George and I can relate from Chicago that we've got another a whole winter storm coming up for the next 9 months. But listen, don't let me fool you. I'm from Texas, but I'm used to the Wisconsin winters. It's all good. So I'm Anna Nedig. I'm Solutions Marketing Manager supporting our Meraki ecosystem marketplace and developer APIs. And today I have 2 Meraki Marketplace Tech Partner Spotlights to share with you. Next slide, please. If you haven't checked out our marketplace just yet, I highly encourage you to check it out at apps.meraki.io, or the common theme in my slides is going to be QR codes. Pick up your phone, scan the QR code, because I'm confident that you're going to be really amazed at all the solutions that you're going to find that are going to enhance your Meraki product and your solutions experience. Every app on Meraki Marketplace is really designed to elevate your business, but I'll tell you more about that in a minute. Today, I'm going to put a spotlight on Ekahau. Ekahau is a comprehensive suite of apps that are built for high-performing Wi-Fi. But what does that mean exactly, right? So 2 things. 1, you can get full visibility across all your global networks. And 2, you're able to develop a deeper level of analysis through a lot more accurate, reliable data and analysis. Sorry, stumbled on that one. But what does it mean to have tools like Ekahau for your Wi-Fi network? Well, when you have a well-designed and optimized network, you can reduce that business stoppage downtime, and you're rest assured that your Wi-Fi is always performing at optimal levels. But the other great thing about Ekahau tools is that you don't need to be a Wi-Fi expert to actually use them, like even I can use them. Ekahau's gear is developed to be used just by about anyone who's managing a business Wi-Fi network. In fact, Ekahau tools are recommended for all networks with 5 or more access points. So with Ekahau, you're going to get tools developed by Wi-Fi enthusiasts who are consistently innovating, and they're redefining what it means to be the industry standard. So if all of this speaks to you and you want to learn more about this, again, visit the handy QR code. It's going to take you directly to their app, and you can request a direct demo today. Next slide, please. Next up, I'm going to spotlight VApp. VApp is one of our favorite fantastic tech partners, and they allow you to easily create IoT applications for quality assurance, loss prevention, and energy saving use cases. But here's what's really cool about this, and the key takeaway, and it might be music to your ears, is that you can do all of this without having to write a single line of code. I don't know how many of you out there have written a line of code. I haven't, and the fact that you can use this app to do this without that is pretty incredible. So at a very high level, VApp offers enterprise scale, real-time insights through customization and flexibility with tailored dashboards. The dashboards are actually tailored for business folks like yourself. And if you're out there, you're a manager, you're a product executive, you're on the sales team, you're a marketer like all of us, or you're a network engineer. The mission here is that VApp offers a cloud-ready solution that turns your data into insights, and you can deploy them and manage them securely, reliably, and scalably, more importantly, as a service. There are a few other buzz solutions that might appeal to you around VApp, so let me jump into those really quick. There's 3. One is AI and machine learning. This is going to help you increase efficiency, reduce costs, and boost your business. 2, dashboards and visualizations. These are going to allow you to address business decisions with user metrics. And last but not least, 3, cross-channel notifications that allow you to receive alerts on any metric or meaningful event. So again, I encourage you to snap this code and look at all the different apps. They have a number of them, not just this one. They have quite a few on the Meraki Marketplace, and see which one appeals to you and might be useful for your business. Next slide, please. This is one of my favorite slides because it talks about the magic, the Meraki magic of the Meraki Marketplace and the superpower that we provide to all of our partners and our tech and our customers and our audience. I'm confident that Ekahau and VApp have a solution for you, but I don't think you should stop there. Go to apps.meraki.io and use the handy code. More importantly, go grab a cup of coffee, hot tea, and get your favorite stuffy. This is my current favorite stuffy right now. It's a Day of the Dead for Day of the Dead next week. And get a blanket and just go on your computer and browse. There's over 250 Meraki Marketplace apps that are developed by more than 100 different technology partners. And these partners are positioned all around the globe. But more importantly, you really want to drill down, right, and find out how it's going to help your business more specifically. Check out all the hundreds of use cases and the published customer wins that we have on the site. The proof is really in the pudding, right? You can also sort them out by more than 50 different categories that are going to appeal to your very specific need, whether you're looking for something specific by industry or you're looking for something specific by experience. I'm sure you're going to find one, if not actually many, apps on the Meraki Marketplace that are going to help you on your journey towards solving that business challenge that you've been struggling with.
Hello, my name is Minyi. I'm the Product Marketing Manager for Meraki Switches. I want to share 3 key updates today to help you make the switch to greater efficiency. Firstly, we added significant control and visibility to the stage upgrades feature. You can now create multiple different groups of switches that makes most sense to you and your team. For example, this can be on an access layer or maybe by floor in a building. You can also use those groups to create sequences and schedule different firmware upgrades at different times. The upgrade groups are reusable and editable, helping you to minimize potential disruption and time spent on this manual task. On the network security side, we launched .1x Control Direction, a feature that helps you achieve energy savings outside of business hours and high security. So how does this work? .1x Control Direction defaults to both directions. In this mode, the switch port drops ingress or egress traffic until after the port is authorized. Control direction can now also be set to inbound only. This allows a wait on lane frame to wake those connect devices, such as cash register and printers, and push updates without physically turning the device on. As a bonus, switch access policy in 10-plex network are now configurable on APIs. Lastly, starting on November 1st of this year, the existing MS and MR Secure Connect feature is getting a new name. We'll begin referring to this feature as Secure Port on the dashboard. For those of you who are not familiar with this feature yet, Secure Port is the automated process of securely provisioning MR access points when directly connecting to the MS switches. This feature effectively helps you to reduce potential configuration errors and downtime. If you are a dashboard user, there's no additional action you need to take. You will receive a dashboard banner when the new name is live on dashboard to remind you. As API user, you do need to modify the key to Secure Port on the API calls. We have updated the documentation page. Please be sure to check that out. I know I've covered a lot in the last couple of minutes. Please join us at the Meraki Community. You can find details about these new features on the announcement page. Talk soon.
I'm Miriam, the Product Marketing Manager for Meraki Go. and I'm very excited to introduce new Wi-Fi 6 hardware from our Meraki Go family. So we've got the GR12, which is the indoor, and the GR62, the outdoor access point, both which have been in high demand. And before I dive into them, let me give you a quick refresher on what Meraki Go is and how it's different than Cisco Meraki. So we launched Meraki Go back in 2018 as a complete IT solution for small business owners. It's meant to be very easy for you to set up in less than 10 minutes. So very DIY, you can do it yourself, and you can manage it from the Meraki Go mobile app or web portal. As you can see here, we've got an entire cloud managed portfolio of access points, switches, and router firewalls. And what small businesses love is that it's our most affordable and simplified IT solution. So there's no licensing or subscription fees that are required. Meraki Go is available globally, so you can buy it through if you're in the US, Europe, or Japan. And as a quick reminder, it does not operate with Cisco Meraki devices. It's its own completely separate portfolio and system. But if you do have a large IT team, if you've got many office locations, if you're going to need a lot more management features or APIs, that's when we would recommend our Cisco Meraki Enterprise line. And diving right into our Wi-Fi 6 access points. So starting with our GR12, our indoor AP, it's got faster speeds, more capacity, and more flexibility. So there's 3 times the speeds of our Wi-Fi 5 devices with 1 gigabit Ethernet ports. It can support 2 times the number of devices with 100 clients per access point. And it's got all of the core Wi-Fi 6 features. So everything from target wait time to help you save power and battery life for devices that are connected to your networks. There's an integrated Bluetooth low energy radio, 1024 QAM for improved bandwidth, and there's OFDMA. So this helps you divide your bandwidth into multiple frequency subchannels for better network efficiency, and a lot more features. And at its interface here, in terms of what you see, there is PoE, so there's convenient power over Ethernet, and all of them come with an included power adapter. And then taking a look at the GR62, our outdoor Wi-Fi 6 access point, it's got all of the same features as a GR12 indoor AP, but it is IP67 rated, so it's ruggedized, it can withstand tough outdoor elements. Similarly, it also covers up to 100 clients and over 500 square feet. And it also is PoE capable. So if we look at some of the additional highlights in terms of what you get with our access points and Meraki Go, again, it's meant to be very easy for you to set up in minutes. All of our access points have guest insights. So this gives you rich information around your foot traffic. You can understand things like repeat customers, at what times do they come into your store the most, and as well as look at network usage so you can better increase loyalty. All of our access points have built-in enterprise security that's powered by Cisco. Again, there's no licensing or subscription fees that are required. They all integrate with the rest of our Meraki Go portfolio, and you can manage it through the mobile app or web portal. Many of our customers use both, just depending where they are during the day. And all of our Meraki Go devices include free email or in-app customer support. So if you're interested, you can learn more by going to our website. It's merakigo.com. It's available today for you to purchase on Amazon if you go to amazon.com/MerakiGo, or you can also purchase it through our Meraki partners, and you can find them on our Meraki Go website. If you got any questions at all, you're more than welcome to reach out to us. Our team is merakigo@cisco.com, and we'll always be more than happy to help. And the last thing I'm going to leave you guys with is a very quick 15-second teaser reel of our brand new Wi-Fi 6 access points. Hope you enjoy it, and I hope you're all staying connected, and I'll talk to you again soon.
Hello, I'm Anna Nanik, and I'm a Solutions Marketing Manager for Ecosystem and Developer API.
You've probably been hearing a lot of buzz about Meraki APIs over the past year, and that is 100% on purpose. And I'm here today to tell you everything you ever wanted to know about Meraki APIs. And I know you're not afraid to ask, but you still want to know anyway. So let's just dive right in. First of all, you're probably already familiar with what a Meraki API is, but for those of you who'd like a refresher, Meraki APIs are designed to help developers and networkers just like you deploy and manage networks at a scale and rapidly. You can also build on your own platform and intelligence, cloud-connected IT products. And APIs really give you a way to engage with your users in new ways that allows them to be successful. So what I'm going to go through are a handful of steps that will get you started with Meraki APIs. Your first step is to check out our super cool developer hub at developer.cisco.com/Meraki. Here you can come and explore, browse, demo, and even interact with all the API documentation, use cases, examples, learning labs, and so much more. You can also explore projects created with Meraki APIs, which are a collection of open source projects and demos that are designed by technology and use case. Your second step is to subscribe to our super insightful and always super active Meraki API and developer community via our Meraki Community. This community will literally be the answer to all your burning questions, from product discussions to use cases to coding challenges and so much more. It also puts you front and center with other Meraki developers and engineers alike, giving you all the right technical advice you need from users and folks who are hands-on daily with Meraki APIs. Oops, almost gave away the secret there. Step 3 is to visit and browse all of our developer-focused blogs on blogs.cisco.com/developer. Our API team contributes insightful Meraki-related content here quite often, and it's the home of our Cisco developers. You can browse through a number of in-depth articles that range from a number of developer-centric topics, from coding and resourcing to networking and so much more. And finally, step 4, who doesn't love a great webinar? We have lots of hands-on demos and walkthroughs from some of your favorite, or if you're not familiar with them already, soon to be favorite, Meraki API champions. We kickstarted this series last year, and it's grown wildly successful amongst our Meraki audience, and we hope that we can add you to that audience. You can also start your journey with these webinars with Automate Everything, getting started with Meraki APIs, or you can roll up your sleeves and dive in deep with API bots and creating your own custom Python scripts and so much more. So please tune in to all of those 3 things. And finally, let's not let this fun stop here. Here's a final challenge for you. As a thanks for watching this hopefully informational tidbit, I'm going to reward you with the first 5 people actually who reach out to me with this code below, and you can get one of these really cool swag items. It's really a testament to you, the loyal API follower, or hopefully soon to be new Meraki API community member. But essentially my information is right over here. Feel free to drop in Meraki APIs rock 3 times in the form of Beetlejuice, and I will pick the first 5 folks and you'll get a really cool piece of swag. So finally, thanks for watching, and I really appreciate your time. Now go enjoy those Meraki APIs, and I hope to hear from all of you. Cheers.
Good day. I'm Lila, PMM for the MV cameras. Today, I would like to share and walk through with you the Vision Portal. If you aren't familiar yet, the Vision Portal is your dedicated camera viewing portal. It provides a camera experience that is more streamlined and scalable for the core physical security user. The interface continues to evolve to provide exactly what is needed to monitor footage, conduct investigations, and share and/or export footage, clearing any distractions that don't serve the user that is focused on these activities. I will walk through 2 updates in particular: an added configuration that addresses fisheye camera mounting, and a new viewing mode in the Vision Portal. Let's get into it. Now in the Vision Portal and dashboard, you can zoom in on the camera footage to accurately reflect the mounting style. Here we are in the dashboard on the cameras page. And so let's walk through to how to get to the mounting settings configuration. Because we've titled our fisheye cameras 360 because 360-degree field of view, we easily type that in here, and here we are, 2 cameras. Let's just click on one for the purposes of this walkthrough. And then we go to settings here once we're on that camera page. And once in settings, we scroll down to the mounting option. 2 notes here. The configuration itself to set between ceiling or wall is available only in the dashboard and reflected in the dashboard as well as the vision portal. And the mounting setting is currently in beta, and once it isn't, this of course will go away to inform you. And so here we can make the selection whether ceiling or wall. If it is a wall-mounted camera, the zoom will be a standard digital zoom. And for ceiling-mounted camera, there'll be an option to just warp and then zoom. And then for the purposes of this being a vision portal demo, let's go back into the vision portal. Oh, let's go into the vision portal rather. So we go to cameras, hover over that, and then click on Meraki Vision Portal. And I just love how quickly everything loads, right? So right here, we just type in again, easily 360, boom, we have all our 360 cameras, 360-degree cameras, that is. Yeah, and so here we have it. This, as you can see, is ceiling mounted. And so here we have the dewarp button. So we will dewarp here. And then we have the option to then zoom in and out. If it were wall mounted, this would not be here. And then it would just be, again, a standard digital zoom. I hope that helps. Next, we will explore a new feature, theater mode. This is a great way to truly maximize your viewing experience, perfect for when there's a need for multitasking. Before theater mode, you could view in standard vision portal view, essentially what you would see once you click into the vision portal, or full screen, filling the entire screen real estate. We understand there are times when there are other tasks to be completed, but this view is still favored, full screen that is. And so you now have the option for theater mode. With this, it occupies the screen real estate, but within a tab in your browser. You now have the flexibility to access additional tabs, but upon return to the vision portal, you'll be in essentially full screen mode. The increased viewing option really allows you to strike a balance without sacrificing your viewing preferences. And that's all for now. Thank you for sticking with me through that walkthrough and the demo. I hope it was helpful. You might have found some more features and functionality in the Vision Portal that you would like to learn more about. Do contact your sales specialist for a more detailed walkthrough. For any thoughts on the Vision Portal, are you an avid user, or perhaps you've used the Vision Portal in the past? Maybe you want to share how the Vision Portal has drastically changed how physical security is managed in your organization. We welcome and encourage feedback to continue to build a platform for you. Thank you, and make it a great day.
Hi, everyone. My name is Meredith, and I am the Community Manager for the Meraki Community. I'm here today with a few exciting updates. First off, on the community, we've kicked off a brand new series on the Meraki API that's dedicated just to beginners. You can access all 5 editions by going to cs.co/API for beginners. Be sure to subscribe to the Getting Started label while you're there in the Developers and APIs board in order to be notified of new additions. Next up, we are pleased to announce another great resource on the community called the Learning Spotlight blog. This space will regularly be a source of brief 1 to 2 minute snippets from our trainings that demo the power and simplicity of the Meraki Dashboard. They'll cover how to deploy, monitor, and troubleshoot your Meraki networks. You can check it out now by going to cs.co/learning spotlight, and be sure to click subscribe to be notified when new videos are up. That's it from the community. Thanks for your time.
And that's a wrap. Thank you very much for making it all the way through to the end of the Meraki Quarterly recording. Like I said, we put together here a live webinar, but also some additional on-demand content. I really hope that you found it useful and informative. I'd love to hear back from you, so let us know what you think. You can reach out to me at simon@meraki.com. Let me know what you think of the format we've got here and how we could improve it for you. But with that, I'm going to leave it here, and we'll be back in 3 months with another Meraki Quarterly.